This is Sam Hooper with the Institute for Justice, and this is my week in legislative law. This has been a difficult few days in Texas with the awful flooding that's happened in the Texas Hill Country. It's caused the deaths of so many people, particularly children, that were at some of those summer camps. So first of all, I'm going to put in the notes some links that people can go to if they feel moved to help and send monetary donations to reputable organizations. I think that's always a great way for those of us who otherwise feel powerless in the face of these tragedies to make a difference. Aside from that, though, work goes on in the Texas legislature and elsewhere. Obviously, you know that a special session is coming up in Texas after the Governor Abbott, vetoed Senate Bill 3. That was the bill that was going to completely ban a lot of hemp and THC products. They're going to be coming back into session here in Austin to deal with that and a few other issues as well. We at the Institute for Justice are watching quite closely to see if anything else is included in the call of the special session that might perhaps influence or impact some of our institutional areas of focus, whether that's free speech, economic liberty, property rights, or education freedom. At the moment, we don't think that's going to be the case. We don't think that the call of the special session will impact those areas, but there's always a chance that it might do, and if it is, we'll be ready to respond to any potential opportunities or, if necessary, to defend some of the gains that we've made in housing, in economic liberty, and some of those other areas during the regular session. Aside from that, tomorrow I'm going to be going to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, to Irving, Texas, where there's going to be a food truck festival. They do this every Tuesday at the Levy Event Plaza in Irving, and we're going to be having a press availability there where I and some of our food truck activists will be there ready to talk to any members of the press who want to show up and ask questions about House Bill 2844, the Texas Food Truck Freedom Bill that creates a single statewide permit. This is a great bill that's not going to go into effect until next year, but we need to start doing a big education and outreach campaign now to let food truck operators and small business owners know how to take advantage of this new law that hopefully is going to make a really big difference for them. And aside from that, there's a lot more conferences coming up soon. So I'm going to be booking some travel. I'm going to a whole bunch of places, back to Providence, Rhode Island, to Boston, to Indianapolis, to Washington, D.C., and several other places, New York, a few other places as well. So I'll let you know where I'll be. If people want to meet up for coffee and to talk all things legislative law, I'll let you know about that. And the other thing I'm doing this week, now that the stress and the busyness of a lot of the legislative sessions is done, is working on some of our model legislation. This is legislation that we write that can be applicable to any state, that we offer to legislators that they can then file in their respective legislatures to try and advance some of these goals. So I'm working on some zoning reform legislation around single room occupancy and accessory commercial units. These are some next generation zoning reforms that we think could be the cutting edge, the frontier of reforms in the future. So I'm excited to work on that and some model legislation, get my legislative lawyer hat back on, actually write some laws. This is Sam Hooper. This is my week in legislative law.